Afternoon, Harris here. Yes, you've spotted it. Look what someone got for Christmas. The Voice Master 2000. Yes. Used and endorsed by Norman Collier. And all in preparation for my daily 3-hour stream. Seriously, I want my channel just a little bit more professional. And I've had some complaints about noise outside. You've got the docks down the road. I thought, it's got a disable button. Hit the disable button. Disables all noise. Can't hear a thing as long as I've hit it. Let's give it a go. Yeah, anyway. It took the doctor 20 minutes to get it out. He said, how did you get it stuck in there? I said, I was vacuuming. I said, there was a blockage in the vacuum cleaner. He said, well, you don't stick that in there to free a blockage. I said, mate, do I look like a vacuum cleaner technician? I'd lost the manual. Honestly, it was a nightmare. It took him 20 minutes to get it out. They blew up like a couple of balloons. He said he'd never seen anything like it. I took that as a compliment. Anyway, I've got to get back to my video. And we're back in the room. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me at the back? Oh, yeah. That's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. The disable button's this side. The disable... What does that do? Make it louder? Video. Albums where I only listen to one side of the record, which I don't mind at all. In fact, a lot of my favourite records I only listen to one side, and doesn't mean I hate the other side, but I just can't be bothered, because my favourite format is an EP, a 5-track EP is the favourite format for me of any. 2 tracks on side 1, 3 on side 2, beautiful. Chronic Town, My Bloody Valentine, they've all put out cracking EPs. So yeah, I've gone for some of my favourite ever albums. I only ever listen to one side, and this isn't sincere. There's no trickery here. I'm not baiting, and there's a couple of controversial ones I think that people might find controversial, but let's give it a look. First up, one of my favourite ever albums, B-52s, Cosmic Thing. No, not Cosmic Thing. What am I talking about? B-52s, self-titled. One of my favourite ever albums. I love it. Start track 1, Planet Claire. And then my 52 Girls and Dance This Mess Around, which I think are amazing. They sort of captured lightning in a bottle, didn't they? The sound, the production. I think that the guitarist only had 5 strings. I think he only used 5 strings on his guitar. And then of course Rock Lobster. Wonderful. I love it. I listened to this album now for 35 years. Side 2, it all falls off dramatically. Lava, rubbish. There's a moon in the sky called The Moon. Hero Worship, I can just about handle that. 606842, and then you can tell they're running out of ideas, because they're like, oh, let's do a cover version of Petula Clark's Downtown, which is a wonderful record, which they managed to make rubbish. So that's my first one, B-52s, self-titled, not Cosmic Thing. Next up, this is going to be the contentious one, but I say it's sincere. It is sincere, and I don't ever listen to side 2. And although I like Bowie, I only really like 2 Bowie albums, if I'm honest. Hunky Dory, which I think is one of the most wonderful albums ever made, and I actually think Hunky Dory is underrated. I think it's an incredible album, Hunky Dory, to be honest. And my copy, I've got a vinyl copy with Bombers on it, and Bombers is one of his greatest songs ever. I love it. This is the other one I love, Low by Bowie. Side 1, I just think is so fantastic. It's like, I can't imagine what it must have been like to be like 14 years old and hear this album. I just can't imagine. If anyone was 14 years old or have heard this for the first time when it came out, please let me know. Even the instrumentals on side 1 are brilliant. You know, and then I'll be my wife. Sometimes I get so lonely. Oh, wonderful. Side 2, and I know there are some people who just like side 2 on it, which is the Brian Eno instrumental. People say ambient. I think it sounds more like new age. That Warzara, I don't mind. But it's just, the thing about this is, if you bought out a double-sided album sounding like side 2, I'd probably love that album. But because side 1 is such a electronic pop masterpiece, I just can't get on with side 2. It's a mood killer. It's like farting in an elevator. It's just wrong. And so Low by Bowie. Just never listen to side 2. Still listen to side 2. This is an OG. And these go for mad money now, don't they? But mine won't. It's absolutely knackered. It's been played a lot. Next up, this is also going to be contentious. This is also going to, but again, it's completely sincere. The Smiths' first album, and I remember buying this. My love affair with the Smiths started when they appeared on Top of the Pops and did William, It Was Really Nothing, which was kind of like the lightning bolt moment for me, with Johnny Marr looking as cool as you like, and he'd modelled his hair on sort of Keith Richards and the Ronettes, and Morrissey with his silk shirt and his brooch, and he rips it off halfway through and it says married. I was transfixed. That's when I rushed out to get this, so I think the debut album came out about 2 months before that appearance, maybe 6 months, and I was so, because I'd bought William, It Was Really Nothing on 12-inch, which had How Soon Is Now on the B side. What? And Please Please Now, Let Me Get What I Want on the B side. I mean, can you imagine how exciting that was as a 12-year-old or 13-year-old getting that? So I bought this, side 1, Reel Around the Fountain, never like that. You've Got Everything Now, no. Miserable Lie, I think that's actually awful. That's one of the few Smith songs which I really don't like. Pretty Girls Make Graves, that's the other Smith song that I don't really like. The Hand That Rocks the Cradle, I don't mind that. That's a bit like Television, that. I don't mind it. Side 2, Still Ill, oh my days. Hand in Glove, masterpiece. What difference does it make? I Don't Owe You Anything, actually improved when they did the Sandy Shaw version. Suffer Little Children, wonderful Suffer Little Children. Side 2, amazing. Side 1, I just think it's for the Smiths. That's rubbish. I don't know what happened. Some people would disagree, I know, but no, I just can't get on with it. And I never listen to side 1 anymore. I mean, I rarely listen to side 2 anymore, so I rarely listen to the Smiths anymore, to be honest. But if I do pull this bad boy out, then it's side 2. Another one. Now, this is a little bit more obvious. If you know, you know, and most people in the VC do know. Love, Da Capo. Side 1, wonderful. Is it better than Love? Side 1, it's more garage rock, isn't it? More organy, garage rock influenced. And side 2 just has the one track, Revelation, which some people like. I think it's just cobblers, quite honestly. But side 1 is fantastic, isn't it? Stephanie knows who. Orange Skies, Kid Vida. The song that kind of invented punk for me, 7 and 7. 7 and 7 is The Castle. She Comes in cut. What a side of music that is. It doesn't get much better, does it? Oh my days. And this is a UK second press. It's nice, actually. It sounds really nice. And beautiful. Nice condition as well. Nice condition. Bought this when you could buy these for about £5. But yeah, wonderful. This one. This to me is an obvious one. The Temptations, All Directions. Love the Temptations. Their albums in this phase was amazing. This contains on side 1 the 11-minute 45 version of Papa Was a Rolling Stone, which has got to be one of the greatest songs ever. What a lyric. Papa was a rolling stone, wherever he laid his hat was his home, and all he left us was alone. That's freaking amazing, that lyric, isn't it? And that's all I listen to. I only listen to this one song. It's 11 minutes. Sounds phenomenal. It's like having it on a 12-inch. I've never even bothered listening to the other tracks. It's not even worth it. Well, what's going to outdo that? It's nothing. So you can still get it. I mean, this cost me £8, and I only bought this because I've always had it on CD. I only bought this a couple of months ago, so you can still get this kind of cheap. But yeah, Papa Was a Rolling Stone. I'm only ever going to listen to this. Maybe a little bit contentious, but again, it's sincere. It's absolutely sincere. The only 2 Beatles records I really like, and I do love them, A Hard Day's Night, the album, which I love. I think it's wonderful. It probably inspired half my collection, guitar music, and Help. Love this. This is the German pressing from 78 or something like that. This sounds friggin' amazing. Side 1, Help. The Night Before, You Gotta Hide Your Love Away. What a song that is. I Need You, Another Girl. You're Gonna Lose That Girl. That's wonderful, isn't it? Not even... Did Green Day cover that once, I think? And then Ticket to Ride. Beautiful. Side 2, I think it just falls away. Act Naturally. It's Only Love. You Like Me. Ironically... I like Dizzy Miss Lizzie, which seems to be the song that all Beatles have. I really like it. That guitar line, that it's marvellous. If I do play side 2, I only play Dizzy Miss Lizzie. That's the only thing I play. But yeah, I mean, I love side 1, and I still play side 1 all the time. See, I say it's the only 2 Beatles albums I ever play. I don't even like Revolver. I always find that a bit up and down. I mean, I love moments of Revolver, but yeah, Hard Day's Night and Help for me. Wonderful, wonderful. Next up, I think most people would agree with this. Prefab Sprout, Steve McQueen, or in America it was known as Two Wheels Good, Two Wheels Bad. Side 1, a masterpiece of mid-80s, I suppose adult pop, would you call it? Farron Young, oh my days. Bonnie, Appetite, When Love Breaks Down. Oh, that gets me. Oh god, that's soundtracked a few breakups for me. That When Love Breaks Down. Goodbye Lucille, Hallelujah. Side 2. I don't even know what these songs sound like. I mean, and I've listened to this record for 35 years. Moving the River, Horsing Around, Desire As, Blueberry Pies, When the Angel... no idea. Side 1. Oh, genius. Absolute genius. As good as it gets. Kind of like the 80s British prefab... the 80s British sort of adult rock. It's just amazing. I love this album, Side 1, but Side 2, nah. Not for me. This one, now, this is interesting because I just saw a Steve Carlson video and Steve Carlson said he picked up Love to Love You Baby by Donna Summer and said he only listens to one side with the song Love to Love You Baby on, and he said he'd love to have the 12-inch. Boom. I've got the 12-inch of Love to Love You Baby by Donna Summer. Why, I have no idea, because the album Love to Love You Baby only has one track on side 1, which is Love to Love You Baby. But this is wonderful. This was withdrawn after 2 days, I think, and it's got the 8-minute version on the other side of Love to Love You Baby, but very hard to find this, and I am actually chuffed to get it, because the 8-minute version of Love to Love You Baby is decent, as well as the 17-minute version on side 1. But this is my album where, of hers, I only listen to one side, and this is, again, could be... Bad Girls. Now, Headley showed this, another fat bearded man. He said he really loved side 1. Someone else in his comment section said they loved side 2. No one seems to like side 3. I only listen to side 4, which is the Giorgio Moroder electronic side. It's wonderful. There's no guitars, there's none of the rockism or trying to cross over. It's just got, on side 4, Our Love, Lucky and Sunset People. And it's just Giorgio Moroder, a keyboard, Donna Summer giving it the diva action. It just sounds like if I was on a night drive through Tokyo in my Mini 1, I'll tell you what, don't get a Mini 1, the clutch goes after 50,000 miles, then I'd play side 4 of Donna Summer's Bad Girls. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. On CD, obviously. But yeah, so they are the albums I only listen to one side to. And not to say I don't dislike the other sides necessarily, but I just can't be bothered. Life's too short. So yeah, thanks for hanging in there, and hope the mic sounded all right, and yeah, speak to you again soon.